We will build a bright future. So City of Meth Cannibals is the end goal. There's a lot of politics in this game about what's the best way to make your city survive and thrive. But my goal is to make my city work while being absolutely morally reprehensible no matter what side of the political spectrum you land on. I think City of Meth Cannibals will do exactly that. And yes, I'm on the hardest difficulty. But you can't just go straight into meth cannibal policy right away. You've got the easier way into it. So the first thing we're going to do is screw over the poor. Now that we are charging for essentials, some unemployed families are unable to afford basic necessities. That's exactly what we want. We could help them out, but we're going to let them fend for themselves. And while we're at it, let's separate some families. You don't have to read all that. Basically, this mother's never going to see her daughter again. I miss her. Go on in, she said. I'll join you later. I was deemed useful. My only merit is that I'm young and fit. Haven't lost a hand to frostbite providing for my family. Life here's so much better than out there, but I miss her. Every day I lose more hope. Will I ever see you again, Mom? Nope. I know what you're thinking. This is nice and all, but when does the meth come in? Don't worry, I got you. There's just one more thing we gotta do before we get there. And for that, we turn to the scientists. Okay, alcoholism is on the rise, which opens up the path for stimulants manufacturers. A building that produces and distributes drugs that heighten workers' cognitive performance and physical endurance, increasing their productivity. Or meth makes you do more good faster. Hold on, what's this? Stewart, our guards have apprehended a researcher who was trying to destroy documents regarding the stimulants manufacturing project. This is going too far, way too far, he justified during his interrogation. This research must be destroyed and never spoken of again. Believe me, this is the only decent thing to do. He makes a good point. But on the other hand, Max Horkheimer, 29, researcher, sitting with a gun in his mouth. They want my mind. This loathsome wretched mind that birthed their coveted abominations. We are all but vermin. We ought to have consigned that accursed research to the flames. Raise the entire institute to cinders if need be. I'll not permit this travesty to unfold once more. If they desire my brain to do their work, they will have to scrape it from the walls. Today I atone for my sins, and they in due time will pay for theirs. Well, that was dark. I know, expand the alcohol shops will raise their spirits a bit. Get it? Spirits? Because alcohol is also called spirits sometimes. Oh Dave, you're a wreck. Would you last shave, eh? Or bathe for that matter? What would Anna say to see you like this? The appearances would be last on her mind, I reckon. Or likely, why'd you drink away all our funds? Or did you pass out somewhere soft at least last night? Maybe next favor I get goes on a haircut. No, the one after that. First, I need a drink. The city-run alcohol shops allow least alcohol abuse. But things are going well. Everyone's on alcohol and meth, which is exactly what we want. And the weather seems to be holding up for the moment at least. Okay, a blizzard has hit the city. It is negative 70 degrees Celsius, which is okay. We're doing just fine. Anyways, the people have spoken. They want more meth. Just gonna go ahead and build 3 of these. Mark Renton, 26, Packer. Swallowing a stimulant tabulate. This is the last one. You can last 3 more hours. You can. I know you can. This is the last dose. It's just 3 hours, Mark. If you can last 3 hours, you'll beat your record. 3 hours, Mark. You chose this. You chose life. You chose family. You chose work. You chose stimulants. You might need another one, Mark. Just one more. You successfully met the stimulants demand, improving workers' efficiency. Thank you to workers like Mark, who are putting the meth in meth cannibals. And thanks to meth, our city is absolutely thriving. Okay, the laborers kind of hate me, but the Ice Bloods and the Technocrats absolutely love me. And what should we do while they still love me? Well, I have some ideas.
The proposed law has been approved. The ayes have it. The ayes have it.
So the neat thing about stimulants factories is that they contribute towards merit. If you max out your merit, then you get to have something special. Slaves. Those who fall behind and cannot fend for themselves will be taken to custody of the city. Deprived of the rights of self-reliant citizens, they will labor in return for minimal rations. So slaves, but with extra steps. Oh, sorry, my bad. Servants is what we're calling them. You know what? I'm not a monster. So how do we give the poor a chance to redeem themselves? Labor camps. So we're just going to plop one of these down right here. And bam, I'm a good person. But hold on, some slaves, I mean servants, gave birth to a baby. Is the baby a servant? Or do we take the baby away from the parents so it can be a free citizen? And I'll be honest, this was a really tough choice. Which option causes the most misery? In the end, I decided to go with taking babies away from their parents. Beth Higgins, 26, servant, crying herself to sleep. They cut the bonds, they set you free, yada yada yada. I freed children from the bonds of their parents. 424 times already. Let's frickin' go. And I know what you're thinking, this is nice and all, but what about the cannibalism? And you're right, our food levels are nowhere near the amount of our materials and goods. But I have a solution, and that solution is Panacea factories. A facility where health-promoting nutrients are extracted from corpses and bottled for distribution to enrich our people's diets. Hell yes. Now they truly have become a city of meth cannibals.
Be sure to drink a full dose of Panaceum every day, even if you are well.
Now let me show you why meth and cannibalism is such a great combo. The Panacea factory normally gives you 50 food, but with our 6 sibling factories, we get an extra 60 food off of it. So a few of those and we've got an insane amount of food going. Now we have a perfect society. Hold on. Some people are upset about the slaves and the meth. But wait, I think I have a solution to this. Okay, they really hate me now. Do you think they'll like it if I enact public executions? Nope, they hated that. Maybe some guard immunity? You people are impossible to please. The protest shut down 2 of my stimulus factories. Well, it's a good thing I have a private militia. And while we're at it, let's publicly condemn them and use our secret police to conduct a smear campaign against them. Did you hear? The technocrats eat babies. Those are lies. We do not kill babies. They didn't deny the eating part. Wait, actually, if a baby dies, is it sent to the Panacea factory to be turned into nutrients? Let's not think about that. Instead, let's focus on this great new idea, the lunatic asylum. Now, the neat thing about lunatic asylums is that if someone disagrees with you politically, you can declare their leader insane and throw them into the asylum, which will cause people to leave that group. So the technocrats really hate me now. Maybe another cannibalism factory will cheer them up. Robert Thorne, 9, drinking his morning spoonful of Panaceum. Formasteron makes me strong. I don't like the Ole aftertaste, but I don't get sick no more. Timmy says he was hanging out by the Formasteron factory and that he saw a black car and living coffins there. Silly Timmy. He thinks he can scare me? Maybe I'll tell him that the steward is going to parade liars like him through the streets to get pissed on. Panaceum has become integral to people's diets. They don't even know they're eating people. Okay, someone was assassinated. Civil war was declared. Okay, this is bad. This is really bad. But I have an idea on how to stop this. I declare myself king of the meth cannibals. Now, trust will never decrease and the council votes however I wish. Time to enforce my rule. The gamers all set their LED lights to red, which means the city is not doing so well. Well, let's do something about that. Captain, the guards have finished their task. All fighting has been quelled. All recognize your absolute rule. Yet the hatred that led to war remains. Fighting will break out again unless we separate the radicals from upstanding citizens. We must physically separate the warring factions by placing one or both of them in special monitored enclaves. Well, I heard the technocrats eat babies, so I'm just going to separate them. Technocrats are getting ready for their new life in the Enclave. We did it, Patrick. We saved the city. You have united the city under your firm rule as captain. All forces which could oppose you have been eliminated. The city will survive, united as one. The city has not fallen. And that's the story of my meth cannibal city. Thanks for watching, consider subscribing, and that's it. Bye.